Hello, welcome back to Sipping Tea with the Max, and I'm Crystal.
And I'm Melissa, and today we're going to be discussing lessons from our last breakup. I know I've grown and learned many things, and I'm sure you have as well. So, y'all stay tuned for the tea on today's episode.
Okay, so let me start with one lesson that I've learned. And this one I've heard old people say it, and you don't get it until you get it. When they say the dark will always come to the light, they were not lying.
Say that again.
I'm gonna say it again though, for you. The dark will come to the light. So I was in a relationship years ago, really minding my own business, talking to somebody out the blue. His baby mama finds me. Like I wasn't even looking for nothing or anything. Apparently, I don't know if they were trying to work it out, if he had been telling her something different. Like I knew about the child. And I had even bought his son some clothes. And so I don't remember how she found me. But she found me and she called me and then like we was talking for a second. I said, "Did you get the clothes I sent you for him for the baby?" She said, "Girl, he told me that was from him."
No.
Yes, yes, yes. And I
Uh-uh.
was like, "Hold on." Like I was like the information literally just came and sat in my lap. So from that point on, I was like, if something is meant for you to like find out, like it's going to come to you, like for real, for real.
I absolutely agree. I'm so glad that you um said that because that has happened to me so many times as well. Not that specifically, but definitely what's done in the dark will absolutely come to the light.
Yep. And I also think you can apply that to like anything in life, though, not just relationships. I feel like it can go for work, it can go for coworkers, it can go for just anything. I feel like sometimes like things that need to be out would just come out without you even trying to like press it
I
to come.
absolutely agree.
But the opposite side of that coin is that sometimes when you press stuff, it will pop out. And the thing I like to say is that whatever you are looking for, you're gonna find it. So if
Yes.
you go searching for something, 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10, you gonna find it in relationships. Like I want to say maybe it was only like 2 times I have went looking for stuff, but the 2 times I went looking for stuff, I found it.
Okay, wait, let's pause there really quick because I have a question. Okay, are you the type to when you go looking for stuff, you find it and you immediately end it? Or are you the type that's like, let me put this in this file folder that I got so when it's time, I'm gonna have all the screenshots and the names and everything ready?
No, I'm the first one. Well, I'm both, right? So when when I'm at the point where I'm going to look for stuff, it's a wrap. But things that happen ahead of time that I put in files, it's more like I'm going to give you the benefit. I'm going to keep giving you the benefit. I'm going to give you the benefit. And then when I go looking for it, all the things that were in the files are now facts. Like I couldn't necessarily prove those things then. They just didn't make sense or didn't add up. But now they have instantly become facts. And I'm throwing them all up. All they're receipts at this point, and I'm throwing them all in the air in your face. You at this point, stick a fork in it because I'm done. You can take it to the bank because it's certified. Like when I'm looking for it, it's a wrap at that point. We are done, done.
Yeah, so ladies, again, this is in reference to our last episode. If you feel like something is off, then it is. Always listen to your intuition.
But I do wonder, has there been like, let's say, have you ever had a situation where you was looking for something and you didn't find anything?
I would say kinda. The only reason I feel like I didn't find something is if I truly did not want to. So I feel like there's never gonna be a time where I feels like no something missing. It's something going on, and I feel it, and I can't figure out what it is, but I'm finna figure it out. Those times I always found something because it was meant for me too. I felt it in my bones. I felt it. But if it was like, let me just look just cause, I would say probably not.
Oh, so if you didn't feel it, you didn't necessarily find anything. You probably didn't look that hard either.
Yeah, that's what it is. It was like, and I'm just gonna like, scroll a little bit through the messages, see if there's anything off.
Hmm.
It's yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay. I think that makes sense. But the reason that you were looking is because your intuition told you.
Yes, most of the time, absolutely. Something just don't add up. And yeah, that's another thing that we can add into this. If it don't add up, usually it means somebody's lying.
Hmm. Okay, okay. So this one I have here, and I feel like it may be a little controversial,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna put it out there. This is my thoughts. Yes, this is my thoughts. People can love you and still do wrong by you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because like there are certain there are certain times like okay, I'm gonna give you an example. When I was looking through those people things, I found things that showed me for sure that they love me and also in the relationship how much they invested in me, um, their actions. Like for me, I feel like there are certain things that a person will do if they love you and they care about you, and a lot of people are not going to invest certain things into a person if they don't care about them. And so to me, I was like, okay, I know you care about me, but you also, I don't know, I think I don't want to say it's a dysfunction, but there is also a point where there's something within you that won't allow you to be what I need. So just because I can't be what you need doesn't mean that you don't love me. That just means that you need something different than what you're able to give is not for me because I am looking for something different than what you're able to give. Does that make sense?
I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's definitely controversial.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
Like you take somebody who has been married for like 20 years. They still love each other. Let's say they cheat on each other, or one person cheat on the other person. They still gonna love each other. They just out cheating, but that has nothing to do with the love that they have for each other.
oh, absolutely not, y'all. I can't wait till I get the minds because no, absolutely not.
You can't wait till you get to your what?
My points, because
Okay.
I am Mrs. Do not play those games. Okay.
But I think just because someone loves you, that don't mean you have to be together though. Just because someone loves you, that don't mean y'all are meant for each other. Like you can still love someone and y'all are not meant to be together. I think that's also what I'm saying. Like I talked to one of my good friends and she was like she said she loved her baby daddy, but she can't stand him. Like you can love somebody and not like them.
That sounds like trauma bonding. That's what that sounds like.
No, I feel like sometimes in relationships, you can love people. Let's say in family. Sometimes, let's say you have a mother and a child, and either one of them can do things that the other person don't like. They may not like each other, but they still are gonna love each other. That's just my perspective.
Mom, I think that's situational. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you can compare that to this because those are situational. And those,
I
because those different examples you just gave, they all have levels to it, literally. So I don't think you, I feel like you can't necessarily use that for this example.
Okay, you know what? Y'all let us know what y'all think. I'm pretty sure most people are not gonna agree with what I said, and that's okay. I
But
stand
it is a lot
beside
of
it.
people that do agree, though. That's another thing. So
Yeah,
I definitely think it's gonna be a back and forth.
I still stand beside it. But okay.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much what I all I have. You can go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So my first one is something that my last breakup or something I learned from my breakups is that I became strict in a healthy way though. But let me just say, when I say I don't play no games, I do not play any games. So this is gonna be more geared towards dating and when you're just meeting someone and different things like that. But I do get straight to the point in terms of dating. It's really what are you looking for? What are your intentions? Especially if they reached out to me. That's something big that I have to ask in the beginning because the clarity helps me hold myself accountable as well as the other person. If their actions don't match what they're saying, then that's my cue to leave. I no longer wait around for consistency that will magically appear.
Okay, so what exactly do you mean when like you ask them like up front? Are you asking them, are you looking for marriage? Are you looking for a girlfriend? You looking for
Mm-hmm.
a good time?
Mm-hmm.
What do
Exactly
you tell
that.
them you're looking for?
Well, it depends on what my phase is in life.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll be like, I'm looking for something long term because I will sit here and add with the way that dating is going now, I cannot sit up here and say that I'm looking for marriage. That's not even something that I'm gonna sit here and try to, sell to y'all. I'm not even gonna do that. But I can say that I'm looking for a long term relationship. That is definitely something that I have said before. So depending on my phase in life, that's usually my answer.
Okay.
Do you okay? When somebody comes up to you and they're like, "Hey, can I get your number? I think you're attractive." Do that conversation come up in the beginning, or is it kind of just like what they're looking for type of thing, and y'all go with the flow and just end up in a relationship?
Mm, I think it depends. Um, I kind of know what, you know what? I know what the person is able to offer up front, and then I decide what I want to do with the situation. Usually, always, I tell what my intentions is up front, especially since my intention is that I'm not looking for marriage and um I'm not looking for a relationship. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm just looking for a good time. I am like, looking for like good quality friends, something long term and like a friend. So I will say that up front, most of the time, men see that as, oh, let me figure out how to make you want more. So it kind of goes in reverse when I say that. Like instead of me being the one to say I want a relationship, the men are the ones that are usually like, well, you should want a relationship. And now let me figure out how to make you want to be a relationship with me, even though I say I don't want to be in one.
Yeah, that's usually what they do. Is it's about the chase and seeing if
Mhm.
they're able to get you to change your mind. Yeah, that's definitely something that they do. So I can definitely see that. Um, my second one is I outgrew teaching people how to treat me. And I feel like this is something that I had done in like all of my past relationships. And it was just like after my the end of my most recent relationship, I would say I was just like, I'm completely done with that. I can no longer do this anymore. It's not something that I was willing to put myself through. And it's like what someone shows you is exactly what they're willing to do for you. If it's a lesson that I if it's less than what I deserve, there's no training them into better behavior. I'll communicate my concerns clearly once. If they fix it temporarily and revert back, then that's my answer. I no longer stay for potential for a future I imagined or because I think we can work this out. People play with their time when you allow inconsistency, and I did, and that's something that I don't allow anymore.
Okay. So, like, is this based on something specific or is this just like as a whole?
This is based off of people, including myself, staying in relationships based off potential. So that's just what that looks like. It's like I know if I can just, get them to do this, then we can work this out. We can stay in this. But it's just like what they're showing you is the furthest that they're willing to do for you in that moment. I feel like people got to start taking that for what it is instead of trying to convince someone to be something you see them as. Because just because you see them as something don't mean that's what they're able to even commit to. They may not even be in a place where they can even do that for you, but you trying to get them to do it.
Yep, I 100% agree with that.
Yes.
People are doing exactly what they want to be doing. If they want to do something different, they would be doing something different.
Yes, that's one of the biggest, I guess, changes I feel like I definitely had to make because I think with these changes it helped me get through a lot of people who were looking for something different. It helped me like what is it called? Like differentiate who was serious and who wasn't. I feel like that's what a lot of the changes that I made definitely helped me do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, and or were you gonna say something?
No, I was just listening.
Okay, and my last one was I got clearer on what I actually want. So I want something fun and not draining. I want someone who can communicate and not shut down or deflect. Emotional intelligence is one of my non negotiables. I want someone who can understand what I'm saying, comprehend it, and articulate their own feelings clearly. Romance matters to me. You cannot teach someone to be romantic if it's not already in them. If they don't naturally do thoughtful things early on, such as flowers, small gifts, bringing your favorite snacks home, and just being intentional, it usually won't appear later on down the line. So those breakups taught me to set my standards at the beginning. If someone can't meet them, they're simply not for me. I'm not here to raise anyone. I am not your mom.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. I mean, I understand what you're saying. But it also sounds easier said than done. Um, I feel like whatever we set our mind to, whatever our intention is, whatever we, really want, like we will attract it. You know, like that's one side of it. Another side of it is like we are all still human. Like, do you feel like you have any space in that for the person to still be human? And to like
Yes, of
when I say
course.
be human, that means like space to like learn and become a better person and to make small mistakes. Not big ones, but small ones.
No, of course. I feel like there's a difference from someone putting in effort to actually and genuinely listen to what you're saying and apply themselves. That's one thing. Nothing that I said was like, talking about disregarding that. I'm specifically talking about those situations where you repeatedly told someone that you don't like this and they keep doing
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Or just it's just and that could apply to a number of things, or either you telling someone that I want you to bring me flowers and they just don't. Flowers are like $5. Like, no, stuff like that I cannot deal with. So I don't want what I'm saying to get misinterpreted, but this is based off what I deal with literally on a daily basis in dating. So that's what I'm saying. I have never applied these rules and I feel like, man, I really missed out on something. No, absolutely not. If I stick by my rules, I'm able to avoid a lot of playing games, a lot of people wearing masks, a lot of people being manipulated because they will do it. So that's just how I choose to move. And I feel like it's helped me a lot because it's like no one can do for you what you don't do for yourself. So if you don't have standards, you can't expect anyone else to abide by your standards.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like that goes with everything in life. How you treat yourself is how other people will treat you. So I com
Yes.
I completely understand with that.
Yes. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
Mm, yeah, I'm trying. Oh, I think it kind of was like I was gonna say something similar to what you said at the end, which was that breakups or relationships have taught me that I put other people ahead of myself, and it just forced me to evaluate myself with like, why am I putting other people ahead of myself? Uh, Meaning that if it's something, it's kind of like what you were saying with the boundaries. So it's kind of like instead of holding on to the boundaries, I may let it slip because I'm trying to like, give a certain person more space or more room, but it's at the same time it's not building me up. So it's like if it's not building me up, then why am I putting this person ahead of myself? I mean, you can do it where, you are continually trying to give another person a certain amount of space and also keep that same space for yourself. You just have to like it will be like a constant battle instead of it being something easy. But other than that, I think that was it for me.
Yes, I definitely agree with what you added. That was definitely something I had to learn in my relationships. But if that was all for you, thank y'all so much for listening to today's episode, and we will see y'all next time.